Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about chapter 10 of Shipwrecked, and this was last week's chapter, so it was kind of pending. I'm going to do it now. I didn't do it last week. Also, Wolf Pride video is pending. I'll do that today as well. Alright, so chapter 10 of Shipwreck. Last chapter was left on a weird place, like we were looking at the stars with our love interest laying down in the abandoned village we found out. And then it's just all the tension from past few days they come up. Also, love interest has a trust issue because their former partner betrayed them, like the partner with whom they used to run the business. So they have a trust issue, and then we kind of get closer. We hook up with the love interest, then they push us away. So there is like this turn off, turn on moments with us. So all of those things gather, the emotions gather, and we're kind of drunk at this point. And then what happens is we get a diamond scene to have a steamy moment with the love interest and kind of a heart to heart too. And that's the first part of this chapter. And then we go back to our camp thinking like maybe the smugglers took something and they went away, they wouldn't stay here, but we go back and see it's intact, so the smugglers didn't touch it that way. And we have the radio that our love interest recovered from the village, and they know how to play their way around radios, and they can maybe connect someone to get us off this island. But the radio, the vines are growing inside the radio and it's not working that way. So we're kind of worried. The love interest gets angry and we can we can calm them down. And then we go out on our own search with our love interest to find new species here and to see what's causing the damage here, because we saw through satellite some pictures. And then we find a plant which is growing in this island, even in the sand where it should not grow. And it's like, remember in Blades of Light and Shadow we had the deadwood, so there is this deadwood art scene again. So whole vegetation is dead. It's like it's wreathing because of a single plant, so it's feeding off of all the other plants there. And this is curious, so our main character collects sample of that, and then our love interest goes back to camp. We stay around there a little longer to see if we can collect anything else, because if the volcano erupts, then all information will be lost. And we can if we collect this data, and this is also we're using for food production, to increase food production. So if we want to increase food production, we wouldn't want plants like this one that we found out, because if it feeds off of other plants, then our whole vegetation will be dead. So we can collect a lot of information from here. And then we sort of venture inside because we hear a sound and we see a parrot trapped. So we get a diamond scene, and in this diamond scene we'll get to free the parrot, and we can also get to name them, and we will see the parrot is trapped in a trap. Now we will wonder, we thought this Moku Island was not inhabited, and people didn't live here, but how the trap came here. So first the smugglers, then these weird plants growing here and weird biodiversity, and then we are seeing a parrot trapped in this. So if you free the parrot, then it says the parrot will help you in the future. Now we'll have to see how this parrot helps. And remember, this parrot was I think also in Distant Shores, and the default name for the parrot is Polly, and Polly was also the name of the parrot in that book. So it was really interesting overall. And then we come back and we make friends with the parrot, and it flies away. We free it, and then we come back to our love interest, and they are still working on the radio. And finally the radio works, and we hear voices, and our love interest shushes us because they think, and we think that smugglers are around, but then we catch some words like they're talking about spread of disease and other stuff. So it's not the smugglers, so it can be our way, our ticket to way home. So that's where it ends. Will we find out our way to home? Will these people who are talking about spread of disease, are they someone with some maybe WH or whatever that could be, like some science team, and not the smugglers? Will they help us, or will we be diving into more danger, because at this point are we able to trust anyone? So a lot of things will unfold. This was an interesting chapter. the second half specifically. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.